Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Alan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome. Oh, he does it every time. Welcome, one and all, to the 47th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. I, of course, am your host, Parker, and I am joined this week by the fart machine himself, Alan. How are you doing today?
How's it going, fart machine?
The fart machine himself. He is literally the machine that makes farts. And of course, we're also joined by none other than Fred himself.
God. What up?
Fred, what's popping with you this week, buddy?
Fart box, man. Nothing, man.
Hey, happy Father's Day.
Hey, Father's Day, is it?
It will be.
Is it? Is it?
It will be by the time people hear this.
Right.
It's yesterday.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. No, man, I had to go to the dentist today, man.
Oh, that's not good.
You know, routine cleaning or whatever. It did not go.
Do you have a lady dentist or a gentleman dentist?
I have.
You don't know.
Man. I have a man dentist, a menace, and he. I don't like him. I don't like dentists, man. I think that's got to be like one of the two is dirtiest jobs. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah,
dentist or butt doctor.
Proctologist.
Yeah. I mean, probably the butt doctor over the
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think like the thought of sticking my finger in someone's butt is way better than like sticking my whole ass hands in somebody's mouth all the time.
I think
a foot doctor because the feet, a lot of people have
man.
That doesn't bug me as much.
Shoes, man. Feet be in shoes.
Yeah.
A foot doctor is pretty much like an underarm doctor.
But shoes trick you because shoes make people, you think that people's feet are like fine, and then they whip that shit out, and you're like go to the pool, and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Feet, man. People's feet, man.
Even my feet.
Because if you go to the foot doctor, that means your feet are fucked up.
They gotta be real.
Yeah. You really gotta have something wrong with your foot to go to.
I think, but dentists are. But here's the thing, though, proctologists and
like
dentists.
My foot's got a cold.
Yeah, exactly. Like proctologists and dentists both are like well paid for like sticking their fingers in people's.
You would have to be. You would have to be.
Yeah, you should. I mean.
You working on both ends of the body. Like,
if you're a dentist / proctologist, I got nothing to say about that, dude. I'm not going to your practice.
Dr. Nick.
You ever see that movie Teeth?
Well, no, thank goodness. I don't like, dude. I've had too many dreams about where like my teeth fall out and stuff.
Yeah, I've had
like it scares the hell out of me. And I know it means like something like it doesn't mean your teeth are actually gonna fall out. But I'll be damned if I don't wake up and like run my tongue across. Like, okay, everybody's home. The boys are still here.
So I've got like dental issues. I'm that's why I'm going to the dentist. Like we about to fix this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but like so today I went in for like a routine cleaning, and the doctor does my cleaning and whatever, and then like the chick comes in with the the polish or something, whatever you're supposed to put it on. And she asked me, she's like, what flavor do you want? We've got strawberry margarita, pina colada, and like some other fruity drink, like alcoholic beverage. I was like, what?
Daiquiri. Was it a daiquiri?
I need that. I think it was a daiquiri. Yeah, it was a daiquiri. And I was like, you got no Crown and Coke?
Like give me a Jack and Coke. That's what I was thinking. Like, I'll take Jack and Coke with straight whiskey.
Men?
Right? Well, for the kids.
I was like,
it's great that you think they go to the kids too and say like, hi kid, would you like daiquiri or pina colada or margarita? And they're like, my mommy, I don't know. Mom's like,
my mommy likes margaritas, so I'll take
my
margaritas.
mommy drinks wine. Do you have wine flavor?
What?
That's too
Box
funny.
wine.
I never
flavored
even thought about that. Like, because I remember they used to do that as a kid. And I remember when I was a kid. Do you remember like when you go to the dentist as a kid and they would give you that tablet and you would like chew it up and then they make you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
and then
I
they show you
still
where
think
the
about
plaque is. Yeah.
still think about how that thing tastes because I used to love it. Like I
Yeah.
look forward to that every time because I'm like, I get to
Man,
see
it's
that
like
little
it's
candy.
tablet day.
I'm like, it's Fat Boy Candy Day at the dentist. Hooray. I can't wait. Dude, it's so crazy. It's crazy that you think about like that stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I really miss it.
Yeah, I do remember that. I hadn't thought about that in like a long time.
Yeah, you can see like the little pink, like pinkish red
pink
thing.
thing,
Yeah, and they
yeah.
brush it and be like, well, you didn't do this.
Right.
And then I'm like,
Now I got the taste in my mouth from that. Like,
Yeah.
I got to taste it still.
Dude, somebody
Yeah.
tricked me. Somebody told me something today, and this is only, I think this must be like only a Southern thing. I don't even know. But
Really?
somebody was telling me like they made a peach pie. And I had not thought about peach pie in probably 15 years. And as soon as they said it, I was like, oh my God, I have got to get a peach pie. Like,
some peach pie. Yeah.
I don't even care. Like, I have to have it now. Like, it's
Yeah.
the only thing that went like straight to the front of my brain. And like, it's been living there ever since. Like, you want peach pie? You want peach? I'm like, I do. I want it so bad.
Pie.
Dude, that's
But
like peach cobbler is like my favorite dessert. So
Yeah, I love it. I love
again,
it.
not a show, not a food show. Welcome to the show, by the way,
It
everybody.
always comes back to food.
Don't forget, follow us on YouTube. Yeah, follow if you want to hear more food chat. Follow us on YouTube.
Yeah. So
BlackLinkCollective.com.
when I was
Or
at the
DLC.world.
dentist, she's doing. I told her I didn't care what kind of.
Right, you're like I don't give a
Goo.
shit. As long as
what
you're
kind
not
of
calling
goo you
it,
put in
do it
my
up, baby.
mouth. So she goes, okay, I'll surprise you, and then you can guess,
Gross.
like out of the three, what it was.
Gross.
So I know, and this chick, she put like way too much
Goop.
paste on the goo on the, and like she's doing my teeth, and it's like flying up, hitting me in the
Yeah.
glasses. Like one went up my nostril. Like, you know what I mean?
You have to like dodge
just-
it with your tongue. Your tongue has to like stay where it's not going, just in case.
Luckily, I have a big mouth, so
Sure.
she had
No.
room to work.
No,
with.
not you.
Yeah, she had two feet, both arms a foot in there.
Yeah.
Another doctor came in.
She was literally in there, just like.
Yeah. Have you guys watched The Boys yet? This season of The Boys?
No, I haven't
Okay.
seen
Not
it
yet.
Oh, there's a very, very familiar scene to what you're telling me, and
Oh, really?
I can't tell you about it because if I do,
I could
it's
already
gonna-
because I
Oh,
watched
no.
The Boys.
it's so much worse than you could ever imagine. It's hilariously awesome. Though. It's such a great show. Definitely watch that show.
Yeah, they didn't release it all at the same time.
No,
did they?
this is just the first. I think the first 3 episodes are out, and they're coming
Yeah,
out.
that's
every
why
Friday.
I'm trying to.
Dude, no,
I'm
don't
trying to
wait.
wait.
Don't
Dude.
wait.
I'm trying to
Don't
wait.
wait.
I
Don't wait.
can't. I don't want to do it
Just
like
like
I hate
Chippendale
that,
Rescue
man.
Rangers. Don't wait.
Hey,
Watch it
which
now.
I did finally watch.
Hilarious,
And
right?
It was hilarious.
Really
It was
good.
very
Really good.
funny.
They did a great job
Very
explaining all
funny.
that stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Um,
Seth Rogen is awesome. I love him.
Yeah. No, everybody was good at it. Even like I said, like Peter Pan, like Mobster Peter Pan was hilarious.
Yeah.
So it's awesome, man. So yeah, no. So I gotta. Yeah, there's been. You just gotta watch The Boys. I'm telling you. Don't wait.
I'm gonna.
Don't wait. Especially not on the first episode.
See,
Just don't wait. At least watch
Once
the
this
first.
comes out tomorrow, I'll watch it this weekend.
Yeah, it's great, man.
it
It's so
comes out
good.
on Thursdays or
Friday. No, that's
right?
right. It's Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday.
It's
I know,
Friday.
dude. Nobody knows what day it is. It's
Yeah.
Monday.
All right, I might start
Possibly.
watching it Friday.
Yeah, definitely watch that.
because.
Well,
that
let me
gives
tell you,
4
Fred. So
episodes.
obviously, The Boys. It's about superheroes and people who kill superheroes and everything like that.
Right.
So, Fred, that brings me to tonight's sponsor, Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Fred, are you a total badass karate ninja sniper? Of course not. Do you know why, Fred?
Was it?
Of course you don't, because you're not a badass karate ninja sniper. But I know, Fred. I know what it takes to make your dreams come true.
Uh-oh.
What does it take, you ask? Well, Fred, I'm going to break it down for you. A great spiritual leader once said, one must first learn to heal people to be great. To hurt people is easy. He also said, I gamble all the time. I carry a 45. Now, Fred, you may be asking yourself who this wise and benevolent leader of men is. And before I tell you who this badass fighter / master of human psyche is, I have to tell you about some of the things this God amongst men has accomplished. Fred, what if I told you that my personal hero / savior has been nominated for not 9, not 11, but 10 Golden Raspberry Awards? That's right, Fred. He's a 10-time nominee, 1-time winner. He's managed to accomplish so much in his career. Oh, wait. Sorry. He's a 10-time nominee, 1-time winner. He's also a 7-time, that's right, 7-time recipient of various lawsuits for everything from sexual harassment and assault to pet murder. He's managed to accomplish so very much in his career, and yet his greatest accomplishments have been away from the courtroom and the silver screen. That's right, Fred. Tonight's BLC podcast is brought to you by none other than the man, the myth, the self-proclaimed legend himself, Steven Seagal. Now, Fred, you may be telling yourself, sure, I love the slow-fighting, ass-kicking mountain of a man just as much as the next guy, but how can I hope to achieve his mental and physical success of the man who played Mason Storm in Hard to Kill? Well, Fred, I know a secret about Lieutenant Jack Cole from such films as Glimmer Man, and that secret is the true sponsor of tonight's BLC podcast. Fred.
That was a good movie.
I know. Fred, the sponsor of the 47th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast is none other than Steven Seagal's officially branded Steven Seagal ponytail holders. That's right. Steven Seagal's official ponytail holders only for fighters. Available in dark black, and also midnight sun. So go to StevenSeagalsPonytailHolder.ru to learn more about this amazing product that I literally contractually can't stop talking about. That's right. Steven Seagal ponytail holders will work for both regular black and dyed black hair. Guaranteed to fit any fighter, whether your hair is long or not. Get them before they're sanctioned. Only available at StevenSeagalPonytailHolders.ru. That's our sponsor for tonight, Fred. Just want to let you know. So you got to get it. You got to get it because he started Glimmer Man. Did you know he had a cameo in My Giant as himself?
My Giant. Which one was My Giant?
That was the one with Billy Crystal and I can't think of the like 7-foot like basketball. Oh man, what was his name? Now I gotta remember.
Matumbo?
No, George Mirasan. Do you remember George Mirasan?
No.
Literally a giant amongst men. He is like 7'6".
Mirasan.
Yeah, look him up when you get a second. Everybody else at home knows who he is. But yeah, Steven Seagal, I don't know if he kicked George. I don't remember My Giant that well. I feel like he probably kicked George Mirasan's ass. Because he's 7 feet tall.
He just kicked him in the knees. Just started punching him in the knees. Like doing oi,
yeah, way slower. This is way too fast.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about it is it's way too fast, man.
Way too fast.
So yeah, we were gonna have Fred. I have to tell you a little bit about tonight's show. We were gonna have Dave join us from his undercover mission at the various fairs around the state, but he is apparently, I don't know if he's caught or if he's in the middle of like a carny orgy or what's going on. Hey, you know how it is, man. You know how it is.
Carny orgy.
Down carnyorgy.org.
Carny orgy.
But so he said he may be able to join us next week due to some contractual obligations as well.
Oh, okay.
We all got contracts. We're all beholden to somebody, Fred.
We'll say a prayer for his penis.
Yeah, say a prayer for more than that. Say a prayer for his proctologist the next time he goes.
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah, dude. No, it's crazy. Again, I won't. Thank you for putting that up. Thank you for putting carnyorgy.com. Let's see if we can buy that for the show. Oh, dude. It's just crazy. It's wow. Alan's got tries. So for the people who are not watching, which is, very few of you, most people watch nowadays, because we're, we got to see the moving pictures. Alan is now scrolling the words carnyorgy.com underneath Fred's head right now, right as we speak. It's over now. It's over. It's back. No, it's back. Oh, I can't. Look, go with it, Fred. Yeah, follow it. There you go. Perfect. So yeah, so Dave,
you're
making it do the thing.
Like the little ball,
bouncing ball, bouncing ball. Carnyorgy.com. Maybe they'll probably host the show next week. I'm sure they'll be a sponsor. Why wouldn't they be? It's right. As we're giving them such a great.
Hold on.
We're giving too much free press right now. Oh, here he goes. I don't know what's happening.
I'll eat it. Oh,
I was trying to eat it. Oh, Alan screwed him.
Eat it.
So yeah, don't forget to follow the show at Black Lincoln, our BLC podcast, or at twitter.com/BLC World and tweet the show hashtag Carney Orgy.
Carney Orgy.
If you're worried about Dave, don't worry. The carnival is now in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Is it really?
Probably. I don't know. I just made that
I
up.
don't know.
That's a place that's far away from here. That's why I assume it's there.
Yeah, yeah.
With
No
some-
liabilities.
Right. Well, they can't. You don't want to stay too late. You don't want to be here.
No.
You don't wanna stay in
Speaking
this
of that again, though, man, like I'm scared of those rides, dude. Like they had some rides that would like
What's to be scared of?
flip. Dude, you saw the videos of the one like where the whole basket came off.
I
And,
don't
like
even
7
trust
people went flying.
Fred, I don't trust like the corn dogs at the fair. Why am I going to trust that like the inbred? No offense to anybody who is inbred.
All right.
Hashtag inbred. But no offense. But how am I going to trust these people to like build a contraption that slings people around at 50 miles an hour?
They
And, like,
do it
then they're
now.
like, yeah, they do it until they don't anymore.
They break it down and then put it back up like
Until they end up like what
every
was
2
that
weeks.
pig's
I
name?
mean, shit is ridiculous, man.
What was the pig's name? Big Sylvester or something like that.
Oh no, Tyrone the Terrible.
Tyrone the Terrible. Yeah. Until they end up under Tyrone the Terrible's like moving bed that he sleeps in.
Yeah,
No, I can't trust it. Dude, they're too rickety. Like you just hear them.
yeah, right.
Like I'm scared
right.
of stuff at like Carowinds and like Six Flags, not Disney, because Disney does it right. But
Yeah,
I'm scared of all those rides, not because of like the adventure of it, just because I'm like, yeah, at any moment, like my fat ass could be flung into the stratosphere, and when I come down, it ain't gonna be fun for me.
yeah. No, that's
So yeah, I don't trust them. I definitely don't. Especially
scary,
like
man.
what is that one? There's one that they do like, and I don't know if they do it at the fair, but it's like the swings, like the series of swings where like swings out and then it goes out, but then like
Right,
some of them
yeah.
go up
right.
where you're like
yeah.
swinging and you're like 50 feet up in the air. Oh hell, no.
Yeah, dude.
Hell no.
Like one of them chain links.
Yeah, those
dude,
chains have been
and
there
it's-
for 25 years, man.
You're
Rusty as hell.
you're going like a
You're
shot
done, dude.
put,
You're
man.
done. You're done. Even and like, imagine if just one of them breaks, and then it's just like you're sideways. And like, what are you even gonna do, man?
You're just hanging on.
And the only thing you can think is like, I did this to myself. I'm a
gonna
dumbass
die.
for doing
I'm
this.
gonna
Why did
die.
I do this?
I'm gonna die. That's
Yeah,
it.
today's the day.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Jeez, no, man.
Steven Seagal. If only I had my Steven Seagal headband on
And then
or hair
you know,
tie, and then I would be able to just do a double backflip out of this.
your ponytail holder. You could tie the chain back up with your ponytail.
Exactly. My ponytail would do it itself because it's so badass.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it, Fred, is the Steven Seagal ponytail holder says Steven Seagal on it in very small
Yeah,
letters.
it does.
And when you wrap it around, it gets bigger so you can see that you're a fighter.
Each ponytail holder is stitched with one strand of Steven Seagal.
That's right. That's all it takes. That's
all
all
it
it takes
takes.
to be a hero.
Yeah.
That's why
You
he
get-
has no hair left.
You get his power.
That's right. You get the power of what was his name? I can't
Boston
even.
Creek
Mason
Pie.
Storm.
What do you want from me? I don't do
Dude,
it.
so
I don't know.
I'm a fighter. He's a fighter.
I'm like that.
Mike Tyson's a fighter. But so no, I was looking through because I was like, I got to see, when the sponsor comes to us, we have to do our research. It's not just turnkey, Fred. We have to come up.
Right.
We have to write the copy, make sure, it's all checks out. So I was checking out his Wikipedia page just to get some of his, like the names of some of his different characters. And they're all excellent. Like they really are. And I just can't even I was just like, I can't pick one. I want to pick all of them. I just wanted to go through the whole list.
Yeah,
There's like
of Steven
1,000.
Seagal movie characters' names, right?
So many,
These-
dude.
these-
Like there's just so many. And there were also so many lawsuits.
right.
So like a lot of lawsuits.
Golly,
It's funny, they
man.
hit the lawsuit part first before they get to the
hit the
like
names.
characters. Yeah, like everybody sued. I think like who was like
I
some
sued-
very
I sued
famous people
Steven
sued
Seagal.
him.
I sued him.
So you probably could have.
I watched
Who was
Hard
it?
to Kill, and I was like, this is racist, man. He killing all these Jamaicans.
Can't help but do anything about that, But he's like apparently not been great to people, which I mean that's not good. That doesn't matter
Well.
because that's part of being a badass. That's part about being Lieutenant Colonel Austin Travis in Executive Decision.
He was in Machete too.
Was he in
He was
Machete
the-
too?
Yeah, he
Machete-
was the.
When did Machete
the,
do come out? Let's see, 2000 something.
Yeah, he was the
15, maybe.
I think he was his arch enemy. Yeah, he's like.
Oh, that would make
He had the Spanish
Yeah.
accent and everything. Machete, I'm going to get you.
I like that. One thing I do like about him is again, I'm looking at his filmography, which I don't. So there's in the original Machete, he played Rogelio Torres.
Oh, and the original one. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of the
Virgilio
other-
Torres.
That was his first widescreen release since 2002, which means the 61 movies in between were all straight to video. Most of them are straight to video.
Damn. And that's crazy because
Like-
nobody watches video anymore.
Right. Like he was in the 2005 cinema classic Dragon Squad, and he has no name. They didn't even bother giving him a name.
Sounds like a 1980 arcade game. You know?
Right. Dude, no, they're
Let's
just
go
great,
play
man.
Dragon Squad.
Fight.
Yeah.
I'm too late. Oh, okay. So he played. Interesting. He played. Okay. How did this even possible? I can't even. Okay. So he played in a trilogy in what we're going to call the Force of Execution trilogy. So, no, it's a four. Yeah. Okay. So, how is that possible? Okay. So, in 2013, he starred as John Alexander in Force of Execution. In 2014, he starred as John Alexander in A Good Man, which is the prequel to Force of Execution. But in 2015, he starred in Absolution as John Alexander, which was the sequel to A Good Man. So you had Force of Execution and then a prequel and then a sequel to the prequel. It still happened before the first movie happened.
What is it, Star Wars?
And that is makes
Sequel to
even
the
less
prequel.
sense. Yeah,
There
so
is
it was-
no equal.
There's no equal, exactly. I wish he would. And maybe in 2019 he played in General Commander, and he was Jack Alexander. Which
Oh,
Jack,
he played his son?
Jack is a surname for John. So you could have, if your name is John, some people can call you Jack. So he could have played. That
Maybe-
could be the
No,
sequel to the sequel of the prequel.
It's the prequel to the prequel of the prequel to the sequel.
I don't even know anymore.
So
Like, my
in
brain
that
is-
movie, he plays Jack Alexander, who is John's father.
Right.
So he plays his own father. He plays the father of the whole character that he played in the prequel
prequels
to the prequel
to the movie that he started
to
the
the
first time.
sequel. Yeah.
My name is John, but
I'm telling you,
my
you
son's
can't-
named Jack.
Jack, tell me, my he's a fighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. So that's why we love to have him host the show or be in any way related to the show, except the fact that he's like apparently now he's like a communist. So he joined the communist party.
He probably come in here and just start knocking our computers
Oh,
over.
he'd just fight us.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Grabbing the microphone.
You guys aren't
hard.
fighters.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not a fighter, not like me.
Daddy, are you talking? You guys talking about me? I don't know.
I see those microphones are not Russian. Steven Seagal, the blood.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So-
Steven Seagal.
During and then years later we'll look back at this, but during the Russian invasion of Ukraine, he visited Moscow and organized a birthday party. And had his own birthday party in Moscow during the invasion, which is just ridiculous. But you gotta love it.
Does
You
that
gotta love
Steven
it, man.
Seagal show up at your house or something?
Right?
Fred?
Yeah, I think Steven Seagal just popped in. He could be anywhere at any time. He could
He's
be at
like-
all three of our houses.
Ah, he's right behind me.
He's in studio. Yeah, he's the Panther. Watch out.
Yeah.
Row. I told you I was
He's like, I'm a Panther.
I'm a panther.
I'm a sexy fighting
Kung
Panther.
Fu Bear.
Kung Fu Panther.
He's,
I got my own cartoon.
he's a badass karate ninja sniper.
Kung Fu Panther.
I love it. Kung Fu Panther. But one of the lawsuits that speaking of, one of the lawsuits I saw about him was that when he was on that show, like he was on the when he was a cop or whatever,
Yeah.
or like Seagal's Justice or whatever.
Right.
He apparently like popped into some dude's house and killed his dog. Like just killed his dog, and the guy sued him for it. Yeah, and they have it all on film because they videotape the whole show.
Yeah.
Because it's a show. And yeah, like they have it on film when the guy sued him for killing his pet.
Oh, damn.
So ridiculous, dude. Oh, look at this.
that's
I'm loving this.
good.
I am loving this production value that Alan's added to this show. He's probably spent months doing this. This is taking a year. It's been in the works for over a year.
God,
And it was well worth the wait. I'll tell you.
I
that.
seriously thought you only had one button over there.
That's all you ever played. I thought the same thing, man. Because up to now, like we've had maybe 5 episodes where he's had access to the soundboard, and literally all of them have been parts where he put like one clap in at one point, but it's almost entirely been parts.
Oh my god,
that's too funny. Good work, Alan. I appreciate the effort you're putting in.
All your flatulent support.
Yeah.
Yes.
The fart machine that keeps this motor running, buddy.
Yeah.
This thing. What is it when you fart? Methane? Is that what comes out? What comes out when you
methane.
fart? Is that right?
Yeah, it's methane. That's why it's flammable.
We have I gotta look now because I don't believe that it's methane.
It's methane.
Yeah, it is because I saw a documentary about cows.
Oh yeah, okay, it is. It's all those things.
Yeah,
it may contain nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, and maybe hydrogen sulfide, which can make it smell like rotten eggs. Thankfully, I don't think my farts will smell like rotten eggs. That's good. No, I'm glad.
I think that's all I'm feeding my children is
rotten eggs.
No, the straight raw chemical.
Kids will eat some eggs, man. They love some eggs. Yeah. I'm mad. My kids got mad at me yesterday because I cooked them breakfast. I woke up early before I went to work, made them some corned beef hash and eggs. They love that stuff. Yeah, corned beef hash is awesome. Yeah. And I left them on the counter, and went to work. And like they were gonna wake up like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later after I left, or whatever they do. I don't know what they do because I'm not here. But so I got home and I was like, "Hey, do you guys like the breakfast that I gave you?" And they were all like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What'd y'all have for breakfast?" He's like, "Oh, Mom made us like cinnamon toast or whatever." And I was like, "I cooked you like this whole." I say like I cooked you this whole thing. It was 2 things. Yeah. But I'm like, I cooked you all the stuff, and like they're like, "Nah, we didn't have that at all."
Was it so just sitting on the counter?
No, it wasn't. Because I was like, "Damn, I would eat it." And I was like, "So what happened?" I found out that apparently right after I left, the dog came and jumped up on the counter and ate all 3 of their breakfasts before they could come downstairs, which was just a few minutes later. The dog must have smelled breakfast and went for it.
Dog, man.
Dude, man, I would punch this dog in the face.
Oh, my God.
Maggie must have been on the side of the house like,
No, Maggie was like, I literally eat poop. So
yeah, no, they're dogs. They'll eat it up, man. You leave it out, man. They'll they're like, Maggie is so brazen about it. She'll walk up to the kids if they're holding something in their hand. She'll be like, I trying to get it. And I have to like yell at her. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what it makes me want to do?
Buddy tried that once. Buddy did that once.
once. And then he didn't have an arm anymore.
He allegedly got beat. Allegedly.
I had a mother once.
Till she talked back to me.
Johnny dangerously.
Well, Fred, I have to tell you that speaking of abusing dogs, that brings me to this week's Don't Move Here News. I don't have the music with me because Alan does that. Where's my music at, Alan? Excellent producer.
Only got 2 buttons.
This week.
All I got is 2 buttons.
Dateline. Columbia, South Carolina. A Midlands animal rescue CEO and director has been charged. Oh, by the way, kids, don't listen to this. Close your ears, kids. Has been charged with 30 counts of ill treatment of animals after 30 decomposing animals were found inside her house.
Oh, God damn.
28 dogs, 2 cats in cages and crates, dead and decomposing in the crates.
In the crates?
And she is the leader. She was the CEO of an animal saving, like a rescue for animals.
They rescued them all right.
Apparently she rescued them and took care of them. Yeah. So don't move here. Don't live in Columbia. Don't live in Columbia.
Damn. What is the Rainbow Bridge started her house?
Dude, I'm telling you, it either started there or ended there. They said they've known her, that she was at one point she was employed by the Humane Society. Then she started her own business called Growl. I think it's growl.org.
Even Michael Vick was like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's literally what it says. Michael Vick was doing community service and was like, whoa, that's a lot of dead animals.
Could nobody ever come to her house?
Yeah.
Nobody could ever come to your house.
You ever think about that? Like, you don't like I think about that sometimes, like when it comes to like people like food and stuff. And again, sorry to go back to food, but like there are certain that like at potlucks and stuff, there's like stuff that I just don't eat. If I know who brings it, like I'm like, I don't mess with that. Because you don't know. You don't really know what somebody's house is like.
Right.
Until you go in. And then like you not ever make it out.
Yeah.
I remember dude, I remember for real in high school, I like, you know, you do like job shadowing. And of course this was years ago. And I've somehow my mom worked for the police department. So I was like, I'm gonna job shadow the cops because I'm gonna be a cop.
Because that's cool though.
Yeah, no, I was like, I might get to see a murder.
The shadow at 15,
sure, I was like, maybe 16, I'll see a murder.
Right?
Maybe I'll be part of one. Maybe they'll kill me. No, I'm white. I'm fine. But so we went and they were like, we got to go run this call real quick. So like, come with us, you know, whatever. And so we go there and to this lady's house. And they're like, this is just like a wellness check on this lady. And like they open the door and like knock on the door and somebody comes to the door. And so they let themselves in or whatever, or like her son let them in or whatever. I don't even remember. But we walk in, dude, and I had never experienced like a hoarder situation in my life.
Yeah.
There were no shows about that stuff in like 1997.
Yeah, right.
And that house was hoarder central, man. Like there was a path just like that, just like on the show. There was like a path through like one way in and one way out. Like you just had to follow the path and it was stacked up. You know, I'm like 6'5". Yeah. It was like, I wasn't then, I was like 6'2" or something like that, but it was stacked up like way higher than me, like newspapers, old newspapers. She had a box full of like silver dollars.
I can see that. But
yeah, well then I went and robbed her.
Fucking newspaper, man.
Yeah, like why do you keep newspapers?
Yeah,
like, I don't get that. Like if you're gonna hoard something cool. Like that.
Yeah, like you keep like okay, the day the Challenger exploded, you keep that newspaper.
Sure. Well, why do you do that though? Like for real?
Because it's
take a picture.
It's news. It's good.
Yeah,
news,
but you got the internet. Now.
Once it's news, it's always going to be news.
I'm saying,
like, you're going to know.
Yeah, but
in 20 years, you're still going to remember that it happened. Like
it's going to be worth something.
I mean, things are a little different now.
It could be. I mean, it could be worth something, man. But I can't do like all the collecting of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I throw everything
out. I can't do it, man. Throw that shit away, man.
Right, because when you're like a kid, you think I'm going to keep all this stuff. And like I said, someday it's going to be worth something. Just like all those damn Beanie Baby people. Yeah. Were like, oh, I remember. I mean, you remember the Beanie Baby craze, man. We were, you know, if you don't remember that, there's like a Netflix documentary about it and how like the world went nuts for these Beanie Babies. It turns out that the lady one of the ladies who like made this Beanie Baby magazine basically just made shit up. Like she like seriously, she like made this pricing guide. And like it was a huge like publication. It was like unofficial, right? And she would just like make the stuff up essentially. Where she would be like, she'd call like 5 stores. Do you have this Beanie Baby like Scarlet Red, whatever? And they'd be like, no. And she'd be like, oh, this one's so rare. Well, let's make it worth $500. And then she'd like send out this magazine to all these people, and like Beanie Baby, the Beanie, I guess Ty or whatever. Yeah, like sent cease and desist and all this stuff, and she just kept publishing it under different names. Then made like an internet page, and then so like people were like buying this stuff up, and then they try to resell it, and they couldn't, like wouldn't get anything for it.
Right.
And I saw the other day on someone on like Facebook or whatever had posted like, oh, I have all these rare Beanie Babies for sale, like 20 rare, and they like. You know how they like put like a star beside it, like rare, like, oh my God, it's so rare. Yeah. And it was like 20 Beanie Babies for sale, rare. And I was like, oh, I wonder how much they're asking. $5 for all of them. I was like, why even put rare?
Trying to get something back out of it.
Like you gotta, and you think about like the thousands of dollars they probably
invested. Yeah, they probably put
get this Beanie Baby.
Jesus
it's crazy,
Christ,
man. You know, they could use that thousands of dollars to invest in advertisement on the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Yes, I mean,
just like. Go ahead.
They'll do you a whole lot better than buying them Beanie Babies.
It couldn't hurt. Hey, look what we did for Howard Johnson restaurants.
There you go. Got them shut down.
Got them shut down.
Not even a day.
Yeah, but look what I can't even think about what we did for Sal Campbell.
That's right. That man murdered 3 people after he heard our advertisement.
The pool noodle king of South Jersey. Hey, we're star makers. If we're nothing else, we're trendsetters. Star makers. Murdered. Well, I didn't say that. You said that. Allegedly. I didn't say anything about Mr. Gallup, Gamabamba, or whatever his name was.
Look,
he's gonna kill me so much. Next week's show, I'm not gonna be on it. Just be warned. Neither is Fred. So
it's not gonna be.
Turns out the 3 people he killed, 2 of them were us. And then Alan refused to put his website address on the thing. So next week,
backtrack, Alan.
Next week it's gonna be like, hey, welcome to the Black League Collective podcast. I can't even do it. But anyway, well, we're gonna give Mr. Gamba Bamba and everybody else. I just say it like making up noises now. Gamba Bamba.
Gamba Bamba.
We're going to give them a chance to recoup some of their money and probably take us out. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the second half of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Gamba Bamba.
I can't remember what it was now. So welcome back to the second half of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. We're so glad you're still with us. Fred left. He came back. It's a whole thing.
I did.
He came back because he knew that it was time to debut a brand new segment on the VLC podcast. New segment alert. It's a bag alert. Bag alert. That's what it was.
Oh, that's another one.
He nailed it. So welcome, everybody, to Fred's News Bits. Ripped from headlines.
Bits. I got news bits for you guys.
I got Fred's Bits.
Oh,
look at that.
I got some music too. I love it. All right, first news bit.
Some lady was
Chappelle.
found with 30 dogs and cats. No, I'm just kidding.
Dave Chappelle is donating all the proceeds from his Buffalo show to the shooting families of the victims from the Texas shooting school. But it was in Buffalo, so it was only like $138.
Oh. See, I was thinking you were going to say something about those people in Buffalo just got shot too.
Did they? Yeah, oh, they did.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
I'm sorry about that. Cut that.
Inappropriate.
Cut that.
All right, moving on to your next
On a
headline.
lighter note.
Oh, that wasn't light note.
Nick Cannon says that his ex-wife, Mariah Carey, used to charge $150 just to walk out of the house. $150 to get away from Nick Cannon? What a bargain. I'm sorry, I fucked that up. $150,000 to get away from Nick Cannon? What a bargain.
You had the same exact thing again.
Yeah, well, he said 150 and it was 150,000.
It was $150,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he just said the exact same thing again.
I was like, 150. I was like, 150? That really is a bargain. I hate Nick Cannon.
It's painful and squeaky fuckers.
This is freaky. Fred's freaky news facets. So wait, you don't like Nick Cannon?
No, I know. I hate Nick Cannon.
Why not?
I don't
What
know.
is Nick Cannon's? Was he an actor before? Was he is that his claim to fame? I know he has some shows.
He's an all-around guy. Like he's an actor.
Was he a musician first?
Rapping.
What did he like? What did he come in as though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he came in as an actor. Like, I think one of the first ones he did was Drumline. Drumline was the one of the ones that pushed him off. Yeah, that got his career started.
I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, I didn't like him. I didn't like him in that movie. Yeah. Like, he's just, I don't know. Sorry, I hate Nick Cannon.
Well worth it. Well worth it on both their parts then, huh?
There you go. News bit. Next news bit. Kid Rock says he won't apologize for what he said about Oprah Winfrey when he was drunk.
Brought to you by CarneyOrgy.com. What did he say about Oprah when he was drunk?
He pretty much got on stage and at a concert that he was doing, and this was back in like 2019.
Oh God!
And he just got on stage and said, "Fuck Oprah." You know what I'm saying?
So
there was a guy riding around today. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, finish your
sorry.
Quote unquote joke.
So when asked why He just whipped out a guitar and said, "Nobody's gonna tell me how to live."
I was hoping it would end with that.
Oh.
Can't nobody.
No, come on.
Oh, you got
Fred.
dumped. You got dumped.
Come on.
All right, next freaky news facts.
Last
I still can't get over like Fred's freaky facts from last week, where you're like, this day is a holiday. That's the freaky fact. It was the least freaky fact that we've ever had.
least freakiest and least factual.
Oh no, it
Or
was
most
factual.
factual.
It
It's
was
most
factual.
factual.
Yeah, but it
Most
was very
factual.
unfreaky.
Unfreaky.
So anyway, go ahead. Continue on with the
I'm the unfreakiest.
You are the unfreakiest. Just remember, Fred's freaky news facts brought to you by carnyorgy.com.
Dak Shepard reveals how to keep the middle seat open when you're flying on a plane. It's farts, Dak. We all know. It's farts.
Yes! That's comic timing at its
There
best.
you go. He's sitting there with his finger on the button.
Oh, he's waiting on that one. That's hilarious. Good job, Alan.
I can do it for real.
Well, how is that what he said? Just to fart a lot? Or
No, it
like
wasn't.
just to buy the middle seat because he's rich?
He said you put your hand over, you get a jacket, put your elbow in it, and then put your arm on the seat and put a hat on it.
Yeah, but that's not how airplanes work.
That's not
Like,
how airplanes work.
Because if you you buy the seat, you can't I don't want to sit there.
yeah.
Well, you know how I used to do it. I honestly, and allegedly,
Just by being
this is what I
Puerto Rican.
allegedly used to
Here comes our weekly crime watch.
No, I can't
By
do it
Alan.
no more now because it's not. But before, I would wear a mask. And
Oh, like
what
you
you
would-
do is you sit
when
there
you
and
were
you would
sick.
wear a mask, and they'd see you and be like,
Oh yeah.
And now if you're wearing a mask,
nowadays, if you don't wear a
kinda
mask,
have
you get
to,
kicked
yeah.
out. So
now you don't wear a mask. People won't sit by you.
yep. Oh yeah.
Think about that, and you also will get kicked out probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they took away the ban on.
Yeah, I think
Or the
Delta is
force.
the only one that makes you wear a mask. American.
Well, I
could
like
al-
wearing a mask.
You could also get one of those syringes that you give the dropper to the kids. You get medicine. You get one of those and super glue it to your arm, tie it off. I guarantee you no one will want to sit next to you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a screenshot right there.
Yeah. So that concludes this episode of Fred's Freaky News Bites and Bits and Facts. Another hilarious bit by Fred and his news bits. That's what
There
I
you
call it,
go,
bits. They're
man.
hilarious. Don't forget,
Tell me how to live.
don't forget, every week, Fred's news bits are sponsored
Every
by
week.
carnyorgy.com. Every week we do them. They're going to be sponsored by carnyorgy.com. Who else? Are you a carny looking for an orgy? Looking for an all-night throwdown? Just go to carnyorgy.com. Well, not only will you find the nearest fair, that's all really. You're just going to find the nearest fair, and you're all gonna
Just
get out.
pay the nearest fare.
That's right. Just
Ask
go to
for
nearest
Dave.
fair.
Get the
Remember,
Dave special.
Behind
Carney,
the, behind the fun house.
use code Dave Beckman to get 10% off your first orgy. Hey, you know what, Fred? But you have to pay for it in tickets. That's the only problem.
Tickets,
You get a monthly subscription. It's 8 tickets a month.
You see the little person over there next to the ring of fire or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Talk
look
to
for
that
the
guy.
ring of fire because you're going to have a ring of fire when you're done. Guaranteed. Carnyorgy.com.
Cornyorgy.com.
That's funny. We had another sponsor for this segment, but I'm just going to let Carney Orgy be the sponsor because I really prefer to think of them as, like you said, the ring of fire.
Yeah,
We
the
should
ring of fire.
definitely have for everything.
You're gonna go down, down, down.
There you go. It's true.
Ring of fire. That is terrible.
That is not great. Yeah. So it's just
All right.
continuing. It's just continuing Fred's news bits. We'll just include that as part of it.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh no! Who was that?
I can't.
That was Alan.
I will-
You can't. No, you can't. Okay,
I can't.
he can't. He's done.
I
with
can't.
it.
I
He
can't
do it
do it
anymore.
I can't do it anymore.
Oh, rip from the headlines, Fred. That's what it was. I like the idea of it's like rip.
It ripped from the headline.
Like you rip straight from the headlines, and then you're like,
There's another
"Kid Rock."
one. I got one
Apologizes
more.
for 2020.
Something he said in 2019.
All right, what do you got? One more. We got one more.
One more. I got one more.
Sponsored by CarneyOrgy.com.
Geico to pay $5.2 million
Oh yeah,
to
I
a
saw
woman who she says caught an STD in her former
Yeah.
partner's car.
this. Yeah, because he had
Looks like
liability.
Geico's the one that got burnt on this one.
What? No, so did you actually see the news about that? Did you see what
I
happened?
did. I read the article.
So she
Like,
got So she apparently they banged it out in his vehicle, which had liability insurance from Geico, and she said because she got like herpes or something.
No,
or
she got HPV.
HPV, human
Which
papilloma.
everybody has HPV.
Not everybody, not me.
Everybody, damn near everybody's got it.
Not me.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it.
yeah,
Yeah, right. Nerd alert. But no, yeah. So she got it in like her partner's car, and he lied about it. So this is the thing: he lied about it and told her.
he
didn't
knew he
have-
had it. Yeah,
Yeah, he said he didn't have any STDs. Then she
Mhm.
finds out she did it. So she sued Geico because she thought since it happened in his car that she should be able to use his liability insurance to get
Oh my
paid for it.
God.
Well, originally, like it went to like court,
Right.
and they ended up sending it to arbitration.
Right.
And the arbitrator decided that she deserved $5.2 million
Jesus Christ.
for that.
man.
And Geico was super pissed, which
Hey.
for good reason. I mean,
that damn lizard
lizard
it's
is-
gonna get smaller and smaller.
The lizard's going to be wearing a condom next time they have a commercial. Like, they're gonna offer like the Geico like STD test.
Damn. That's
They
setting a
put it on
bad
there.
standard.
It
man,
is. Well,
because
it's
shit.
that's exactly it. That's the whole thing is like, man, what does that mean for like, so like if you were in a car and like, let's say it got set on fire or something,
Right.
while you're in it and you got out, I mean, can you sue them for that? Like for the insurance? Like, I
No,
don't
but
know.
like if somebody got burned trying to put the car out.
right. It's like the
Probably
guy,
can
it's
sue
like the
the-
robber that like broke into people's house and like got shot and then sued the people
Right.
for like shooting him.
I think that was like a staple in California that made them change their laws about frivolous lawsuits.
Right. Well,
You know
that's,
what I'm saying?
I don't know if that one is. I don't know if I would consider. I guess this would be frivolous. I don't know. I mean,
That's frivolous, man. You broke into my house.
well, yeah, that is. I'm talking about the like the HPV.
The STD.
Yeah. It's just such a random. It's like the king of loopholes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like wow, I figured it out.
Most people would just be like, "Damn, I got fucking HPV now."
Sure,
you know what
sure,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you know,
I got burnt.
hey,
Right, like,
man,
that-
we can
what a
go to
dick.
this doctor. Like,
They would never think
she
but
was like, "Yo, I'm going to get me a lawyer."
yeah. Well, she
and-
probably was like, "You got liability insurance." He's like, I
Damn,
got
but
full
who
coverage.
was her lawyer? Joyce Sink or somebody?
Nah.
Because he came up with that shit.
Well, hey, he's a
Yeah,
smart lawyer,
man.
man.
No, it was Saul Goodman.
It might have been.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah, it was Saul Goodman. That's what it was. Better
He
call
would nail
Saul.
it though. He
Yeah,
would,
he
would actually probably win the game.
I love
And I
it.
haven't watched Better Call Saul like the last couple seasons. It's just not
Yeah,
because I
I
haven't
know.
wanted to. I just haven't been able to get around to it. But I hear it's
Right.
like really good. I love.
Yeah, I
Paulo
heard
Coelho.
it's. I think it's his last. This is the last one. Yeah, I'm
This
saying
is-
the one
this
that
is the
just
last
came out.
season, yep.
Yeah, it's the last season. So hopefully it picks up like where Breaking Bad begins.
Well, I think so. I think they had Walt and Jesse on the show on this season of it.
Oh, really?
Okay. You know, the
Thanks,
Breaking
spoiler
Bad,
alert.
Breaking Bad fame. I don't know. I think it is. I don't know. I said I haven't seen it, so it's not a spoiler. Is it a spoiler if you just make up like some wild claim and then it turns out that actually happened? Is that really a spoiler?
No, that's
No,
just a
you know
wild
what?
guess.
Best
Right.
example of that was for me was Endgame. Like Endgame came out, I wasn't able to go like opening
The
weekend
Marvel
or whatever.
movie.
Yeah, the Marvel
Endgame.
Endgame. Yeah.
Okay,
best
close your
example.
ears if you haven't seen it. When did it come out? Like 2018?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago,
It
something
is.
like that.
Go ahead.
But like in the movie, like one I didn't know who died. I knew somebody was going to die. It was like
Sure.
Captain America or Iron Man was going to die. And stupid me just flicking through Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And then I saw it was like Captain America, you know, dead. And I was like, oh, no, man. And I went
got pranked.
I did. I straight up got pranked, man.
Good.
I was like, oh, this is the part. Here it comes. It's good.
Well, you can't be mad at that guy.
I was like, what? I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, it's not a spoiler if it's made up, because then you go in expecting to see something that's not going to happen. And he kind of like builds you up that it wasn't spoiled. So,
but you like go in thinking that it was spoiled.
Yeah, but you go in thinking it wasn't.
So could you sue like Facebook because that guy told you the
Oh, dude, you know what? You could, and
you should.
They would probably settle out of court.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would.
Yeah, I mean, they would probably just give like, just shut up. Here's 20 grand.
Like, leave it.
Go back to your whole peasant.
Like, oh, I'm like, hell no. We're taking this to the Supreme Court, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
someone
you
ruined
lose.
Paddington Bear 2 for me.
Then you lose. You're like, you should have took the 20 grand.
Hey, you know, that's the gamble you take. My wife and I
Facebook.
My wife and I watch like all these game shows. And like The Chase. Have you ever seen The Chase?
Yeah, The Chase.
Yeah, I love that show. And everyone, because you know, so Alan, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the show, they basically you answer some questions, you get like built up a certain amount, like say 50 grand or whatever, and then you like go up against like a trivia genius, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah,
and they will make offers. So they'll be like, oh, if you want to get one step closer to the goal to like keeping this money, I'll give you 15 grand instead of 50, but if you want to get one step closer to me, which means you can only miss one question before you lose, or two questions before you lose, I'll give you like 150 grand.
Yeah. It's like a European vacation.
Exactly. And so everyone
at the beginning, she was like, Clark. He was like, yeah, that's right.
Every one of them, dude. Every time we watch it, we're like, go for the 150 grand.
Yeah.
Don't be a pussy. And then like they lose. Inevitably, they always
like, and then at the end is like the lightning round.
The end is exciting.
The end is the
exciting
best.
show,
Like they
man.
let the contestant go first,
right?
And they have like 2 minutes to answer as many.
And if like two people banked or three, there's three people. So if all three of them are able to beat the guy in the first round, like the first go, then they have to answer as many questions as they can within like a minute or 2 minutes or whatever, like you said.
Right.
And then like it adds up, but then they're like, okay, now the dude or the lady, the trivia master, is going to try to answer that many questions in 2 minutes as well. And if they do, you get
he gets less time.
Oh, does he get like a minute?
Yeah, he gets
those things are
time.
rigged. Those things are rigged.
I don't know, man. Those guys are pretty smart. Like
like the one of the guys, he's kind of new. Was it Ken Jennings? He was the dude from like he had
Jeopardy.
The longest Jeopardy.
Won all the Jeopardies. Yeah,
he won all the Jeopardies.
He's no longer in Jeopardy.
Yeah, no. He is not
poor anyway.
But yeah, I've always wanted to go on Jeopardy. Like I couldn't kill the first.
Do you really think you would do? You really think you?
I kill the first round, and it depends on the categories. Like if they give me like,
well, yeah, if they give me like fart
music
smell.
and
I'm like I'm in. Or like food questions.
Yeah, I mean, but they do that though. Like, so you got 3 contestants and what is it? 8 categories?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So it's like 2 categories will be in your area. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know more movies, then you'll get a movie category.
Like they give you an idea of what the categories are going to be. Like from what I understand,
really?
I think I read that. Like they'll be like, oh, one's going to be U.S. history, but that's all they'll say is it's like
it's just U.S. history.
So you have to like bone up on your U.S. Thank you. Bone up on your U.S. history, and then it's like, hey, it's gonna be some random bullshit questions, and you're just gonna have to or answers, and you have to ask which is still. I think it's so funny that they were like, how can we create a new game show? And they're like, what if we asked the answers? And they gave us the questions. And someone's like, God damn it, Johnson, you're brilliant.
You know, it's got to be real depressing. Like the people who lost because they didn't answer it as a question.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just answered it.
You always feel bad.
Yeah, you feel bad for
me. Me and my wife have gotten into arguments about that because like, you know, I'm sure it used to say for you, you watch that stuff and you get competitive with like
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
in the room, and whether it's just for fun, but you get competitive anyway because you want to answer the question first.
Right.
And like, so I think like the first 6 or 7 years we were married, we'd do this. And every time I'd be like, you didn't answer in the form of a question. And she'd be like, I don't have to answer in the form of a goddamn question. Like, we're playing at home. I don't have to follow the rules. And I'm like, you have to follow the rules.
I can't remember. I think didn't your aunt give me one Who Wants to Be a Millionaire video game?
Probably.
And I used to play that thing, and I'd be like, "Fuck you, Regis."
Poor Regis. Dude, you remember the Jeopardy video game that was like on NES or something, and you had to like answer? You only had like a few seconds, and you had to like type in all the words for the answer. Oh, it was ridiculous, dude. It was incredibly hard.
That's terrible.
No, I would love to. I would like to think that I could like be a Jeopardy contestant and like do well, but then like I watch it and I'm like, I would answer every other question wrong.
I'll tell you one that we watched the other night that I hadn't seen in a long time. Weakest Link.
Yeah.
Like they brought that back with Jane Lynch. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think she was gonna be as good as the original lady.
Like that British lady?
Yeah, that British lady. Because like she didn't show any like emotion or all.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't give a shit.
She was stone cold,
yeah.
man. And I love that.
She was exactly what I expected.
Jane, like, she said something to the other guy, and he said something funny. And like she laughed, she was like, "Oh, that's funny," And
like,
the other woman, she wouldn't have laughed. She'd have been
like,
no emotion.
There's no time.
Straight stone. But I think that show is kind of messed up because you have to vote off people.
Yeah, that's what makes
you
it
vote
fun.
off. You vote off the weakest link, but you don't always vote off the weakest link. Like the strongest link got voted off.
That happens.
It's
a game.
Yeah, it is a game.
Well, there's some show, and I can't even think of the name of it. I think it's called like Staying Up or something on Netflix, where they make people stay up for 24 hours and count quarters. Like, yeah, seriously, you have to count. So they'll like put you at the table with like this big bag of quarters, basically, and they're like, count these quarters for 24 hours. You have to stay up 24 hours straight, and then you have to go and do the game show. So like you bring in, you have to keep the count. You like submit a count at the end of it, and you say I think I counted $24,318 or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, so then you go do the game show, and it's like, it's all about like who's closest and like and then at the very end, it's like you can win $1 million if you're within, I think it's like $25 of like, if your what you actually got is within like $25 of what you said.
Can you just have to count them out of a pile into a pile, or can you stack them?
Well, they have like a big, like a bucket. Or not like a bucket, but like a wheelbarrow, essentially. Yeah, where like you count them into the wheelbarrow, like you can keep track. You can stack them, but I mean, you're talking about 24 straight hours of this. So I mean, you're talking $20,000-$30,000 for some of them. Yeah, and like 15,000, $16,000.
But still, you and no pencil paper.
No.
They can't write it down. No, okay.
No. Why would they let you write it down?
You count them into $100 stacks, and then push them in the wheelbarrow.
But like, just think about it, dude. So you're like, okay,
there's all stacks of quarters. You know how long that's?
I'm saying, dude.
No, I'm saying in stacks of 4. You can stack them in stacks of $4 or $5, $5 increments.
I'm gonna stack them in stacks of $6.41 each.
You put $5. 5 times 5 is 25, and then boom, boom. You just and then push it into the wheelbarrow, and then push it in. You got 100, 200, 300. I mean,
and that's the whole thing. Is like the whole trick of it is like after 24 hours. I think it's called like stay awake or something like that. Yeah. But after 24 hours, like you're basically your brain is fried.
Yeah.
You can't. And so they're like, can you do this like basic task?
Do they?
And you can't do it.
Do they provide cocaine?
I don't know. I didn't notice that they did, but that doesn't mean they didn't.
That changes the rules a little.
Right, it does help.
The rules up, man. What? You ain't got no more quarters, man? Come on. I still got 10 hours left. I done counted all your quarters.
I'm telling you, like, it boggles my mind because it's thousands, like $30,000, $40,000 in some cases.
That's
and then,
crazy,
but
man.
the first cut is like the person who says who's the most wrong, and like it's always somebody. It's always like an older person or whatever, and they're always like, I think I counted $26,000, and they're like, they actually counted $14. and like or something. Like it's never that, but it's always like they counted like 8,000, and they're like, I think I counted $26,000.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, dude. It's interesting. Like I said, it's one of those shows that you're like, damn, this is crazy. Like,
where they get all them quarters from?
I would assume the bank.
But I'm saying, aren't we supposed to be in a change shortage?
Well, maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why. Yeah.
Maybe Netflix got them.
Netflix got all the change.
Thanks, Netflix.
Yeah. If you like staying awake with quarters, you're gonna love staying awake with pennies. You know what I'm saying?
Just wait. They're like $17.
Yeah, $17.
You're correct. You win $17.
Yeah,
dude, it's amazing. It is a really interesting. I love.
Yeah, I'll have to look
it's
that
so
up.
Maybe it's cliche, but I do love game shows, man. I think game shows.
Right? No, man, they're fun. I always wanted to be on a game show.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get you on a game show next week. You've been on the what was it? Whose job is it anyway? Here, and you won because you're still here.
Yeah.
So look at that.
A wiener.
Put that on your resume, Fred.
That was on a technicality, but still.
It was on a technicality, but you know what? A win's a win.
You know, I was on that one game show. It really wasn't a game show. It's more of a talent contest.
More of a porno.
You know, when I did American Idol on that season where we were Stutter one.
Yeah.
And you won second place.
Yeah. No, I went to Hollywood, but like
so close.
I didn't get that
for your musical. I assume because you were singing.
Yes, I was singing. Yeah,
and you brought. See now, so we've been trying audience. I need our audience, our thousands and thousands of listeners across the world. Hey, New Zealand, we're listening. I know you're listening, New Zealand. Probably because
you want me to sing some Bjork? Come on, man.
That's not New Zealand. It's like Poland or like she's from. She's from like Finland or Poland or one of those places. Because anything's a musical. It's
sorry, Finland.
Yeah, just don't talk smack about New Zealand. New Zealand's my peeps. But we love you.
Oh, New Zealand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but so we need our thousands of listeners to tweet or Facebook or something to show. And remember, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube as well. But we need to petition Fred to create a summer album, I think.
A summer album.
I think that's
love.
Summer love.
Come from a land down under.
Freddie Fast Hands. Summer with the fast hands.
Summer loving.
Fred, did you know a little known fact? Maybe not little known fact, but a little known. I'm going to say it's a little known fact because I've said it twice.
Why?
Little known fact about Steven Seagal. His middle name is Frederick.
Shut up! Really?
It is. Yeah.
What is? That's a dying name, man.
I think that's what brought him to the show.
I don't meet too many Fredericks, man.
Really? You don't meet any?
Yeah, I've known.
I know two Freds.
I known three Freds.
Wow.
I think in my life, other than Sanford and Flintstone.
Sure. Well, those
right. Everybody knows those.
They're made up characters, so they don't really count as much.
I've actually met Fred Flintstone. You know. Carowinds.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, Fred, you must have been real effed up, buddy. If you're like, yeah, I had this whole conversation with me and Fred Flintstone.
He was like, yabba dabba doobie.
Yeah. He's like, yabba dabba do this line.
Fred.
Yabba dabba do a line off my boat.
Do these drugs.
I'll tell you one thing that will not make you hallucinate, Fred. That's the next sponsor of our show. It is not carnyorgy.com.
Oh, carnyorgy?
No, this was for the ladies, Fred. Uh-oh. Ladies, Fred, have you ever wanted to solve all the problems in your life?
Clown.
No. You're not helping the sponsor, Fred.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to increase your cup size at least 4 sizes and marry a Lorenzo Lamas lookalike? Of course you do. Well, Fred, with the power of essential oils, you can have all this and so much more. Not only will essential oils solve global warming, they'll also make sure that cute top you like is always available in your size. Fred, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered what that light that keeps coming on in your car is? It's the essential oil gauge telling you that if you want to turn your old clunker into a 2025 Tesla Rolls Royce, all you have to do is sprinkle some essential oils toward the engine, and voila, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg will cream their jeans when you inevitably turn down their advances. You don't need their billions of dollars. You have lavender sage oil. What's that, Fred? You haven't paid rent in 6 months? Sprinkle some vetiver rose oil on your landlord, and he'll forget all about your eviction because he'll be too busy begging you to bang his brains out on a bed covered in essential oils. That's a guarantee.
You gotta do that anyway.
Essential oils, they'll make all your dreams come true. Go to oilsforgirls.essentialoils.scam.org/BLC podcast to get our brand new essential oils variety pack, including Yang Lang, basil. Please talk to your doctor if you're pregnant or nursing. Melaleuca, arbor vitae, and so many other oils that don't do jack shit. Remember to visit girls.essentialoils.scam.org/BLC podcast and enter the code. This is bullshit, all in caps, to get 15% off your 15th order of essential oils. Fred,
Essential oils.
you gotta have them.
I put that shit on everything.
And it does nothing. So no, I'm sorry, essential oil people. I know that a good number of our listeners love essential oils.
What makes them so essential?
Well, they're essentially crap, is why they're essential, Fred. They just didn't finish it. Essentially, they're essentially oil.
Essentially,
they're essentially something.
So
I don't know.
means-
I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what essential oils are great about. I don't know.
I mean, my grandma used to she put oil on my head.
Yeah, that was cooking
olive oil.
Yeah, that was like vegetable oil and cooking oil. Yeah.
She said that's a blessing,
Yeah, we used to do that. That was a thing. Yeah, you do it across the head.
Yeah.
My mom anoint your head with oil. That's my mom. Used to do that all the
anoint
time,
your
too.
head with oil. Yeah.
She'd be like, "You're going out." Here, and then wipes a little shit on your head, and so no girl will ever talk to you because you smell.
My uncle would put WD-40 on his wrist and stuff. It helps with the pain.
Oh, I thought you meant he was blessing you. He's like, come here. Hit you with that straw, that red straw.
Yeah, he'd be like,
push it right up on you.
WD-40 on your hands and it'll take the arthritis away.
Yeah, I have heard that though. Yeah. Yeah.
What, the people would use WD-40 for their joints?
Yeah,
for the joints. Yeah.
How does that work? How is that?
I don't know.
Maybe the original essential oil.
That's what started.
You know what? I've got WD-40 and I've got bad joints. I will let you know next week.
That should be.
Week, I will let you know.
That's your homework this week, Fred.
Yeah.
Well, I want to. One thing I do I really do enjoy, and this is so dumb. I really do enjoy the smell of WD-40. I love the way that shit smells, and maybe that's it. That's all it takes. I love it more than I love the smell of essential oils.
Don't you come creeping up on me, man.
Yeah, Freddie, you put that on, buddy. Look out behind you. Watch out behind you, buddy. The essential oil man's coming to get you.
What's that smell? You been working on your car?
Oh, Freddie. How your butt joints? Are they loose?
I said nut joints. I
want to. Never mind.
I want to fuck you.
Oh, not again. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
What the fuck?
Don't forget, Fred. It's Pride Month.
My god.
So it's okay to say that.
So
nope. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, this show, as usual, it's fully off the rails now.
Off the rails on a
dude, my buddy on so my buddy on Facebook that I sent you the link earlier.
The Lego man.
The Lego man. He's up to step 8.
Does he tell you how many steps it is?
No, he doesn't. I wish he would say 8 of however many.
Right.
So I can set a reminder for 17 weeks.
You should make a fake Facebook profile and ask him to do the Death Star.
You know what? Nowadays, you have to, if you create a Facebook profile, you have to send them a video of yourself to prove that you're you. Yeah, you have to make a selfie video of yourself.
Good.
Is it?
You should. Yeah.
No, it's not, man. That's so they can do the face thing.
Yeah, dude. That's so they can freaking steal your face.
And it also authenticates your account.
I don't need my account authenticated. It's the internet, man.
I know, but I don't know.
Now you sound like Elon Musk.
Yeah. No, dude, you can't because
I'm backing out of the deal because there's so many bots.
There he goes, Elon Musk-a-con.
He's just Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Fred, I hate buying YouTube and Twitter.
No, you hate it?
There are too many bots on there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's ridiculous.
That's why he wants to buy it, to get rid of those bots, man.
Dude, how ridiculously. I know
It's
we talked
spreading
about this before.
misinformation though, man. Like
But it's
all
spreading
those bots.
misinformation in his favor.
Who? The bots?
Everybody, yeah.
Well, you could do that, but that's not what he's gonna do.
But like,
No,
does
he's
he
going to
really?
destroy it. That's basically what he wants to do is destroy it.
That's
the
because
government's
he's-
like, hey, take care of it.
Yeah, because he's like
Conspiracy
the-
theory hour with
Oh,
Alan.
here we go. Alan's critical Alan theory.
Maybe it does need to be destroyed though. Like maybe all of it needs to be destroyed.
All social
Yeah.
media must be destroyed.
Yeah, it just
It's
terrible.
not going to help our numbers, Fred.
That's fine.
Just for the record, if we destroy all social media, it's not going to help
We'll
us
do
at all.
we'll do live shows like
We already do live shows.
behind dumpsters of Wendy's. We just
Right. Yeah.
we'll
Dave
just have
Thomas
people go-
presents.
let's go back to
Us and the
to
thousands
making
of cats that live at every Wendy's.
Let's go back to making flyers.
You ever
and
notice that though?
pasting telephone poles.
Every Wendy's you go to, there's like 26 cats that live there,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
right by the dumpster, and they just hang
that's
out.
what a good food is.
Yeah.
It's only Wendy's.
They're all
though.
cute.
Like, not
They're all
KFC.
cute cats too, man.
Cute cats.
All the cats are cute. All of them at Wendy's. They're like, meow.
They're like, hey, let me get that bacon McDouble or whatever.
You gonna finish that? Meow.
I got the bacon in it today.
Hey meow.
Yeah, they always get me. I always give them food.
Oh, you're a sucker,
Poor
man.
cats.
See, that's why they won't go nowhere.
You know, it's crazy because I'll give food to the cats, but if there's some homeless guy with the thing, I'll be like, go fuck
hey,
yourself.
Fuck yourself.
Hey, homo,
That's all.
look at this food I'm giving to the cat.
That's crazy.
You
I
can have
remember
this.
I worked at this job and like they kept cats. Like they didn't really keep cats. There were 2 cats at first.
That's all it
And
takes.
then somebody started feeding them. And then next thing you know, a year later, there's like 20 cats right here. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
All it takes,
it was
man.
ridiculous. And they were just multiplying and multiplying. You couldn't go outside to eat without a damn cat
Up in your face.
coming up trying
Are
to
you
eat
sure
your
there
money.
were 20 cats, or is it with the one cat with different disguises?
Right.
Yeah,
It's just one cat. Put on a mustache.
We
Yeah.
undercover cat.
We went to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude. When we went to the Grand Canyon, when you weren't there for that.
Yeah.
There
Went
were
to the
these-
Grand Canyon, and
Yeah, go ahead.
they had crows, dude, and them
Big
crows were
crows,
about
too, dude.
they were like 12 inches, man. They were
That's
big ass
crazy.
crows.
No.
And Parker was eating a hot dog, and there was a crow sitting right there, just staring at him, like,
And like it would move closer and I'd turn
he's
around
like, "Are
and
you
look at
gonna
it and
eat
be like,
that?"
it was seriously. Alan took a video of it, dude.
He would
The crow
eat it,
look
and
away.
the crow would be getting closer. And then Parker would stop and look, and the crow would go, "I ain't looking at you."
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just
Oh,
sitting here,
dude, yeah,
man.
it was.
I got it
ridiculous.
on video.
Yeah, and then we I think one of us got up, or we got up for a second, and like the crows just like took over
Yeah.
and like attacked us and took the food. Then there was some lady there with like her kids, and she had like a big bag of food, and the crows like
And the
stole
crows-
some of the food out of the bag. While it was
Oh
sitting
my
there.
God.
Oh, dude, crows are smart.
Yeah, dude.
And then
but
they,
see,
like,
that's
jump off into the
like
Grand
a
Canyon.
populous place, and they know what they sell little
Sure.
food out there and stuff, right?
Yeah,
so they,
Yeah.
they always go to the
Yes.
trash can. I mean, even theme parks
Traditional.
are like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
they're
don't.
traditional.
but they didn't go
food
to
of
the
Grand
trash
Canyon.
can.
Hot dog.
No,
They would go to the people.
went to-
They're fuck that. We ain't gonna get their junk. We're gonna get
Yeah.
the good shit.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought to have, like birds, because like bird attacks. I
Yeah,
mean, like the
that's
movie,
scary.
birds.
Yeah, no, them
Birds.
crows, man. If they attack,
No, those
you,
crows,
they-
yeah, because they look like real, like they were basically like eagles.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they look real angry,
Right.
real sad at the same
That's
time.
that's
It's not like
insane,
that.
man.
I
Damn
just
birds
the
attacking
thing
you.
about the Grand Canyon, like, so like the Grand Canyon, obviously you know what it is, but like it's it's like owned by Indians, I guess, or whatever, or like Indians like have a
Native
reservation
Americans.
We went to
near it
the
or whatever.
reservation, yeah.
I'm sorry, Native Americans. Thank you, Fred. But like they didn't like serve. They served hot dogs and like chips in like the little stand, and I'm thinking like we're gonna
Well,
get like
what-
some traditional. I don't know.
No,
something.
well, they couldn't
Here,
because of
sir, would
COVID.
you like some?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I
maize?
forget that it was COVID.
It was COVID.
Would you
That's
like
why they
some
couldn't.
maize?
do it.
And they hand you a bag of Fritos.
Yeah.
Corn dogs.
Yeah, I was because the last time we went the time before. I mean, you could eat. They had a restaurant with the
Yeah.
skywalk and all that was closed because of COVID.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we got hot dogs and
Yeah,
crow
we got
shit.
hot dogs and
And crow shit.
Crowtein.
Protein.
Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. Yeah, but that really did. That was like, you know what? I wasn't afraid of birds.
I'm sorry I missed that. I really did want to go to the Grand Canyon, man, but
You didn't.
damn,
You didn't
dude,
get to go. It was fun.
didn't.
What was really great about it was that it was pretty grand.
It was grand.
It's pretty big.
The canyon?
Yeah, it was pretty Grand Canyon. I see why
Was
they
it
call it
grand?
the Grand Canyon, not just like the
Yeah.
Alright Canyon. But
No, that
dude,
was. The Grand Canyon's amazing.
But you know what?
That'll
Also,
do, Canyon. That'll
I will
do.
also say, I would never take my kids to the Grand Canyon ever. Like they'd have to be like 26 each, like
right
because there were no like where at least where we were, there was no like
guardrails.
Yeah, anything. And it's just
No, you
like
gotta go to
there's
the
just like a
national
sign that says like, don't go past this point. Because like
Yeah.
if you go past that point, you could just die in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, because
There's
those
no,
rocks
like-
are unstable. Like
Sure.
those, you could just be standing at the edge, and that shit just give way to erosion.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see
that's-
the rams and the goats and just
Oh yeah,
walking up on
around.
it.
Oh yeah.
Just canyoning up.
Damn, I wish I'd have
Yeah.
went, man.
Now, if you
Next
go to the national
I
park, you can
regret
take
that.
the kids. They were more in the national park,
Yeah.
but that was 4 hours from where
Yeah,
we
but I
were.
don't trust my kids.
So
As a rule, I don't trust
the
my
Grand
kids near things.
Canyon runs 4 hours long. Like,
Yeah,
the
it's
mileage
4
on it?
hours from Vegas to the national park because we went to Arizona.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you have
so,
to go. We went to one
so
side.
how
of
long? Okay, so the Grand
We
Canyon
went to the
runs
west side.
through Arizona,
It. So
and
Yeah, it runs all the way through Arizona down. It goes from.
it's pretty grand, Fred.
does it cross
Yeah.
states?
Sure.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
I mean, you didn't see it in the plane
Yeah,
when we left Vegas.
drove right over it.
Yeah,
oh, really?
it
I
was-
think I
yeah.
was asleep, man. Somebody,
I wonder
wake me
why.
up, man.
Well, we tried to wake you up a lot. Like there was a lot of
We
friends
tried.
sleeping on that trip. I can tell you that.
No, it wasn't, man.
Oh, there
slept
was. I
like-
have pictures. We might make that the show picture this week.
No.
That's right. Oh yeah, he
The-
was
the
cuddling
Freddie
up
DeMilo.
and everything.
Too funny.
Shut up.
Well, yeah, no. So
Nah,
next
man.
time when we go do our live show, we'll go do a live show from the Grand Canyon.
From the bottom of it.
From the no, not from the bottom. I can't. The only way to get to the bottom is the passway, and I did not like the idea of going
No,
the
dude,
passway.
that the year before, the last time I went, no, was it that? Yeah, it was. I took the helicopter ride. And we
Yeah,
took the
Yeah.
that scared the
helicopter
shit out of
and
me.
we-
Did
Watching
you throw
those
a rock?
dudes-
No,
No, so
No,
you
did I?
didn't throw a rock into the Grand Canyon?
No, I
dude,
wouldn't
you
get
know
anywhere
how
near
long
that.
it takes for it to get down
Dude,
there, man.
That's
No.
why you throw a
you
rock
can't
in it.
even see it though.
So
No,
what?
It's that big.
I'm not
Dude,
doing
I
it.
mean,
gotta
you
throw a
can't-
rock into
I didn't
the
want to
Grand
anger.
Canyon.
No, I didn't want to anger the Indian spirits that inhabit the Grand
No,
Canyon.
no.
The last thing I was trying to do was get on somebody's bad side
Dude, I'm
at
about-
the
I'm
Grand
about to
Canyon.
say, you think you could throw a rock across the Grand Canyon?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
I don't think that there's anyone alive that can
Dude,
throw a rock.
there's a
across
place
the
they
canyon.
called Guano Point that they used to get the bat shit, and they
Yeah.
had a cable that they ran from one side of the Grand Canyon to the other, and you could see the caves.
Yeah.
And shit, that was like 5-6 miles.
If they had a zip line option, would you do it?
Absolutely not. We just talked about this. Am I gonna? I'm not willing to go on like the carnival, like twisting Wister or whatever they call it. There's no chance that I might.
I mean, we went to the highest point where we were at, and it took
Yeah.
us almost an hour to get up there.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. I
dude.
wouldn't.
And
You don't play
it took
around
us
with
an
the
hour
Grand
because we rested every 20 feet. But
Right, because we were like, oh, let me
Yeah.
enjoy
no,
this
the
thing.
views were amazing. That's the thing. You go up there and you
Yeah.
start walking, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you turn around and see something brand new. Everywhere you look,
It was
a
super
brand new
cool. Yeah,
view.
I would definitely check it out. I recommend everyone go to the Grand Canyon. Right
we
now.
went to saw the Joshua trees and all that.
Oh.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Tweet the
Now,
show at
was that Joshua
Hashtag-
Tree or
no.
Went to the
Joshua
Joshua
Tree,
Tree, the
the type
state-
of tree.
because there's
park,
I know it's a type of tree, but there's a park, Joshua Tree.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we went.
Yeah.
They had, but no, there was the trees. And
But
then
there
we-
are the-
we bordered the
Joshua.
park.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
it was just like literally a field full of trees.
Really?
These kinds
Yeah.
of trees. Yeah, the Joshua trees. And it's like, here's the park. Look at the trees.
Yeah.
But that's the kind
And
of
then
the
you turn
desert.
around
You-
and it was cool because
Yeah.
you're driving up and you see the mountains and it's like, wow, that's cool. And then you get over the top. And when you get over the top, that's when you see the Grand Canyon. And it's like,
Jeez.
nobody said nothing. We all like,
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Just stuck in awe.
yeah, it
it's-
was awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely cool. Definitely worth checking out, Fred.
Damn it, I missed that.
Check out the Grand Canyon next time you're, over there.
I was like,
Yeah,
it
I
ain't
mean, I
that
recommend
grand.
everybody should see it at least
It
once.
ain't that grand.
It's pretty grand.
Like,
It's pretty
It
grand.
is. It is.
The Hoover Dam was super grand too.
Yeah, the Hoover Dam. You
Oh,
went
y'all
with us
went
to
over
the
there
Hoover Dam.
too?
We
You throw a
didn't
rock
go to-
off the Hoover Dam?
Yes, actually, I did do that.
Yeah.
I
You didn't go with
I
us to the
threw
Hoover
some
Dam?
money in down there, I think.
Yeah.
You went with us to the Hoover Dam.
No, he didn't go with us.
No,
He couldn't. He was
You're a
asleep. He was
piece of
hungover.
shit.
He was hungover, dude.
that was the same day, wasn't it?
No.
No.
Those are two
No, we
separate
went-
trips. You were hungover, dude. You were hungover, and you wouldn't. And you were like, "I'm just gonna sit here."
You missed all the good stuff.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Damn it.
The Hoover Dam was cool. Again, everything was
Hoover Dam.
closed, but it was cool. But there weren't very many
Yeah.
people there either, so it worked out.
Yeah, Hoover Dam was cool.
All right, so we've totally forgotten what we were doing with this podcast, by the way.
Hey,
So-
we're talking.
I know. Well, I think it's about the
Cardi
Hoover Dam
Orchard.
story is brought to you by CardiOrchard.com. So go visit the Hoover Dam if there's a carnival in town. Go to CardiOrchard.com. And you can get hooked up. I think with that note, we're gonna probably call it a week. We will see you guys next week on the 48th episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Thank you guys.
Getting closer to 50.
We're bordering on 50, boys. So let's do that. Let's make that happen. Follow us on YouTube or Twitter and everything else in between. Right on. Night. Say goodnight,
Have a
Fred.
good night. Good night, Fred.
Good night,
Bye,
Fred.
Alan.
We'll see you later.
Again, you're gonna have to cut that out. No, honestly, dude, you did. You missed all that. That was really
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
I think you had gone with us to the Hoover Dam. There was a lot of walking in the Hoover Dam.
There was, yeah. Yeah, and it was a lot of walking straight uphill and like a lot of stairs. 'Cause, I mean,
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddy, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Oh, what a day. What a motherfucking day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Stay classy, San Diego.